Oink, oink, oink.
Today we're gonna make grape kombucha. And I know you guys all love kombucha and it's so expensive. It costs like $3.60 a bottle here. I don't know, sometimes you can get it for $3.40. That's a lot. And you can make it for like 15 cents a bottle. You really can, and it's so easy, okay? All you need to do is get yourself a SCOBY or a mushroom or whatever they call it, the culture. And then once you've got the culture, it makes more culture. So you'll always have a culture. And you don't have to keep making it and making it. Sometimes I go weeks without and I just store my culture away and get it out when I want to make more kombucha, like if I'm going on an extended vacation or something. So it's really not that hard, guys, okay? So today I'm going to be bottling this. This is brewed. I brewed this last week. So this is ready to bottle. And I'm going to add it to some... I'm going to go out to the garden and get some grapes, some Concord grapes, and I'm going to juice them, and I'm going to use the grapes. So I'm going to make grape kombucha. Now you don't have to make it any flavor. You can just drink this as it is. This is plain, and you can just drink it as it is. Or if you like, I like to add sometimes lemon ginger, lemon orange, lime, raspberry, cherry, and today I've got Concord grapes. I'm going to make Concord grape kombucha, but it's so easy. Now over here what we've got, this is what is called a SCOBY, because this thing, this slimy white thing, I know it's kind of gross looking, that's called a SCOBY. That is what makes kombucha. But anyway, this is my SCOBY hotel. So this has got a couple SCOBYs in it. So as they grow, you don't need them to be super big. You just like slice off a layer and you can store it. So if something were to happen to my main one, like, I don't know, it got contaminated somehow, I've got extras that I can just pull out and use. Now, I've never had one go bad, so I've never had to use anything from my SCOBY hotel, but it is there. So, and you can buy these now, and I can give these away too. Like if I've got a friend in town who wants to start making kombucha, I can just give her a piece of mine and she's good to go. Now, if you don't have any friends, I know some of us don't have friends, and you can't get a SCOBY from a friend, you can buy them. And I got mine, and this is not a sponsored video because heaven forbid anybody would sponsor me for anything. You can get them, and I got mine from getkombucha.com, and it was perfect. It came with easy to use instructions, and it came with the SCOBY in liquid, and you were just right off the bat ready to go. It was a great big one. I've had them come before where they were like dehydrated. I was making kombucha, I don't know, years ago, and it came dehydrated and you had to hydrate it. That's not how these come. These come already big and in a cup of the liquid already, so you are just boom right off the bat ready to make kombucha. So that's getkombucha.com. okay, all right, so we haven't made anything yet, but I swear it's going to be very easy. So we're gonna bottle this, but to start, we need to start making the kombucha, and all you need is 10 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of loose black tea, and a cup of sugar, and that's it. That's all you need to make kombucha. So this is the pot I use to make my kombucha. I'm going to add 10 cups of water to this and get it boiling, and then add the tea. All right, I know it's been difficult so far. You've had to add water to a pot and start boiling it. I know it's really difficult stuff here, folks, but you can handle it. You can do this. I have faith. Okay, this is the tea I use. And no, you don't have to use this specific tea, but they provided me with that beautiful SCOBY that was ready to go, and I really like the company, so I go ahead and I just buy my tea from them. But any black loose tea, I think this is a combination of, oh yeah, green and black. It's just a loose tea. So you just need 2 tablespoons of a loose tea. And then you put it in a little tea bag. And look, I went out and I bought brand new little tea bags just for the video. Because this guys, this is the tea bag that I've been using. And it doesn't look very pretty. So I don't even know why I showed it to you, because I specifically went out and bought beautiful new tea bags. So I am actually going to use this new tea bag. So all you do is you take this is a tablespoon. And you dip it in the tea, and you get a tablespoon, and you put it in the bag. So we need 2 tablespoons of tea. Oop, 2 tablespoons of tea. I swear that's all I did was put it in the bag. There it is, it's in the bag, and then it's got this nice little drawstring. And I don't even tie it in a knot. I just pull it tight, and then I wrap it. I wrap it around the top like this, because I used to tie it in a knot, then you got to get the knot out. And this will stay, nothing will happen. And once the water boils, we're going to drop this in there. I know it's complicated, very complicated. Okay, the water is boiling. I'm going to turn off the heat. I'm going to add my tea bag, and that just sits for 10 minutes. That's it, steep it for 10 minutes. All right, it's been 10 minutes. We're just going to fish this tea bag out of here. And then we're going to add a cup of sugar. And I know a cup of sugar may seem like a lot of sugar, but that SCOBY thing, that culture, eats the sugar. It eats it. So you're not getting all that sugar. That thing is eating it. I don't know how all that works. So we're just going to stir in that cup of sugar. Okay, so we got the sugar stirred in there, and now this just has to cool. You need to let it cool down to room temperature, so however long that takes. Okay, so in the meantime, well, let's recap. This is what we've done, really. We boiled 10 cups of water. We added 2 tablespoons of tea. We shut it off. We let it sit for 10 minutes. We removed the tea bag, and we added a cup of sugar. We boiled water. We made tea. That's what we've done. We've made tea. Now we're going to let it cool. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to bottle what I made last week. So what's in here, I'm going to bottle it with the Concord grape juice. So this is the second process. It's still not hard because we're going to do a second fermentation, and this is what we're going to do. So it's really easy. Follow along. All right, I have to be honest, folks. I've never made grape juice before, so I have no idea how many grapes. I'm going to need over a cup of grape juice, so I have no idea how much grapes I need to make a cup of grape juice. So I'm just going to cut a whole bunch here, and then I guess I'll know. I will know. Well, that's how much I grabbed. We'll see if that's enough.
Hit me like a ton of bricks. Doesn't matter, weak or strong.
Well, I seem to have 4 cups of grapes. So let's see how much juice we get. See how much we got from 4 cups of grapes. We got a lot. We got more than I need. Well, that's good to know. Look at that. 4 cups of grapes yields 2 cups of juice. All right, so these are the bottles I use. You don't have to use fancy bottles like this. You can use pretty much any bottle. You can use old kombucha bottles. That's what I used to use when I first started. People use mason jars. They use all kinds of things, but I've got these bottles with these fancy tops, and this is what I'm going to use today. Now, because I like my kombucha to be extra fizzy, I'm going to add a teaspoon of sugar to each one of these bottles. Now I'm going to add my grape juice. I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup. That's what I normally use. It's a 1/4 cup in each bottle.
And live your life today. It doesn't matter what they say.
For my kombucha. And I'm going to fill this to about where the neck meets the top. So I normally let my second fermentation bottle sit out for 4 days. And then I put them in the refrigerator. So I leave them sit on the counter for 4 days, and then they are ready to go in the fridge and ready to drink. Now we're just gonna add back a cup of the liquid from the last batch and just slop the SCOBY in there. And now all we have to do is wait for the tea to cool and add the tea to it. Here we go, guys. Here's the final steps. We're just gonna pour the cooled tea into the jar. I'm gonna cover it with this cloth that they provided me with when I bought the SCOBY. Throw a rubber band on top. And then I'm gonna let this sit. I put this in a spare bedroom. You can let it sit wherever you want. That's where I let mine sit. And this is gonna be ready in about a week, based on the temperature of the house. They got these little pH strips you can put in there to test when it's ready. But I pretty much know that one week's where I like it, so I'll just let it sit there for a week, and then I'll bottle this next week. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's done. Kombucha at home. So easy. Do it.